Yahoo Sports Elite Athlete Workouts, presented by Dodge.
He's the most decorated American Winter Olympian of all time, with an astonishing 8 medals in short track speed skating. For most people, that would be enough.
I'm getting shape, Apolo. Great, every step, Apolo.
Apolo Ohno is not most people. This elite athlete has decided to transform his body, and in November he will compete in his first New York City Marathon.
This is totally different because 26.2 miles I'm training for. The distance is much longer. My training is much different. I've been taking a break from speed skating.
I myself am competing in a marathon this year, so I figured I'd put myself through this intense cardio workout with Apolo and his trainer, Todd Rushworth.
So before we get into moving the body and stretching the soft tissue and the ligaments and stuff, we never do anything unless we just get the body a little warm. We're just going to go on a little light 1 mile run just to get the body sort of loosened up. We're going to do some walking knee-ups to begin with. This is a walkout. This is from Apolo's Dancing with the Star days. Easy. Walking lunge. Just really feel the stretch. Side shuffle. You down low. Pump the arms.
To go and dive into a marathon, you really did need training. Was it a whole new mentality for you?
It's an entirely new mentality. I mean, everything from the rest to even the foods that we eat.
This is going to be the first of 4 400-meter runs. First, we're going to go with 80% just to get a feel for our stride, get a feel of the track. We're going to stop, we're going to rest for 3 minutes, then you guys are going to take off again. You're going to find where your 90% threshold is. You're going to keep it, rest for 3 minutes, and so on. You're going to run 200 meters, then you're going to walk 200 meters. And then you're going to get straight into the next 200 meters. It's going to be perpetual. You're going to keep it going until you've done 4 sets of 200s. Let's go!
The training has been different, and I think it's one aspect that I actually am starting to enjoy. It's different because the endurance training is not something that we have focused on in my sport.
So we're going to do 5 rounds of stairs. Every other, the first. Every step down, every step the second, then every other, and so forth. Nice quick feet on the way down.
It's a long journey. Anybody who decides, okay, I want to run a marathon, I want to run a half marathon, it's an entire process, and I think setting those small goals and steps along the way, that's the key to success in anything.
Yahoo Sports Elite Athlete Workouts, presented by Dodge.
One of the major features that I focus on with Apolo, now we're running a lot of miles, is his soft tissue, his ligaments, his joints. Basically, he's going to get on top of the ball here and throw out 10 repetitions. And it's going to fire up all of the adductors, get his central nervous system firing, but it's getting all of those little stabilizer muscles. It's recruiting ligaments. He's going to go straight from that into a walkout with a push jack at the end. Again, we're focusing on the upper body now. We're going back into the lower abs. That push jack there, it takes the lower abs to pull the ball in, and obviously upper body strength to do the push-up. So again, it's activating a lot of core. It's a lot of speed. It's a speed movement. So you've got the ball two balls going in 360 degrees direction, which is forcing your central nervous system to fire like crazy.
The key is to learn how to tweak while you're doing this.
Is there anything that you've learned over the past however many months you've been training that surprised you?
Yeah, I was actually surprised at the amount of rest that you should be taking. And not from a musculature standpoint, but from like a ligament, tendon, and a joint perspective. Just a constant pounding on your joints.
It's going to be a dumbbell snatch. It's going to activate all of these firing neurons by just snatching the dumbbell. Basically, he's going to superset it with a step up. He's basically just going to kick the sandbag to get deep into that posterior tissue. He's going to get in the prone position facing the floor, grab these 2 5-pound plates, and this is kind of a Cuban press. It's like a high pull and a thoracic extension. Touch of dumbbells at the top of your head too. So it's waking up his rear delts, his thoracic spine here, and also he's activating these glutes and hamstrings staying in this position. This is a pull. It's working all of his back shoulders, glutes, hamstrings. This is going to activate his core, it's going to get his metabolism fired up. Without a strong core, this is a really dangerous exercise. He's doing the wood chop now. It's a lot of core, it's a lot of upper body, but it's also firing up his glutes, his hamstrings, his adductors. It's a full body exercise. This is an uneven bar overhead squat, and we lighten it up because it's not really about the leg movement here. It's about using the thoracic extension and getting his obliques, his serratus, his pentacostals, everything to basically react, to hold that bar above his head and stabilize the uneven weight. So this is a hand plank, one hand plank. Again, we're utilizing everything. It's got to stabilize here, it's got to activate his core. His lat is the actual device that's pulling this in though. We're finishing it up now with the weights with what we call a landmine. Basically it's just getting the lat going and also forces him to stabilize the core to stay into that flex position there. And also using the rope, it forces his forearms to activate a little stronger. He has to dig deep. Good. We're going to finish Apolo off now with some ab work. And I always like to start with the bottom of the rectus abdominis.
I'm zero regrets all the way. Like, that's my mentality, is to approach something, do it 100%, enjoy it, have fun with it, so I can walk away feeling good.
Yahoo Sports Elite Athlete Workouts, presented by Dodge.
This is more than half the battle, is what you put in your body pre, during, and after you train.
Olympic speed skating legend Apolo Ohno knows what it takes to push himself to the limits and be the best in the world.
You know, always as an athlete, you try to pick and choose which foods are best for your recovery, for your performance, pre-workout, during the workout, and post-workout.
Now he's training for his newest venture after accepting a challenge from Subway's Jared to compete in the New York City Marathon this fall. But Apolo knows what he puts back into his body is just as important as the training he does on the track and in the gym.
So go through that for me. Pre-workout, what's the best? What do you eat?
So pre-workout, it always consists, for me, is some good fats, a little bit of carbohydrates and protein. During the workout is mostly just trying to replenish electrolytes. If I'm training really hard, I eat a little bit of protein with a little bit of carbohydrate, like a high-index carbohydrate. Post-workout is usually like a high-index carbohydrate with some easily digestible proteins.
Are they ever in shake form, or is this all like actual food that you're eating?
Some are sometimes liquid, but I do best with whole foods. Every single person is different. I like to use whole foods because I like to eat, right?
Yeah, I do too.
Sometimes it's hard. You're on the run and you need to have something. You have no choice to get something quick. That's why Subway is such a good. It's easy, it's fast, it's quick, and it's fresh.
Give me your ideal carb, your ideal protein, your ideal fat.
Ideal carb? I guess it depends. It depends on the mood, right? I love brown rice. I love quinoa. Proteins, I love fishes because they digest so fast. I love eggs. I love chicken. I love lean meats. In terms of fats, coconut oil, hands down for me. Every single elite athlete that I know of has utilized coconut oil and gotten leaner because it teaches your body to burn, basically, fat.
Supplements. You seem like the kind of guy that wants to eat all of your vitamins and minerals, but can you do that?
The best way is to eat all your sources of vitamins, minerals, and supplements. But if you're training as intense as I am, or if you're as busy as most people in the U.S. or in the world are, you can't get the proper nutrition all the time. That's why I love nutraceuticals. That's why I love supplements. Your body is adaptive to anything. So with training, with stress, your body will adapt and adjust and get used to it. So you always want to keep your body guessing.